Hello everybody, good evening and good morning wherever you are in this lovely world. Mikey Kun here back again from Anime Fantasia Productions, and today I'm gonna be doing a video based on the game PSO2, also known as Phantasy Star Online 2, and this is more like a tutorial or a leveling guide from 1 to 40. Do keep in mind though that what I mean by leveling from 1 to 40 does not mean that when you hit 40 you are at level cap, because actually level cap is 75. The reason why I cut it to 40 is because once you start to level from 40 to 75, things start to get a lot faster and you can progress way faster and just do more things that are just way more. But this is for basically for people who are new or they are stuck at from 1 to 40, because I know it's a bit difficult. I remember when I went through it, I had a hard time trying to figure out how to level, and then again, this is the video to hopefully help you all on that. And again, I will say I am not a veteran of this game. I'm not a veteran player. I did not play this game in the Japanese server. I didn't play any of the private server stuff or whatever. PSO2, the only thing I really played PSO back in the day was the first one a little bit, and I did play a bit of the Thai server. And keep in mind, there is different versions of this game. This one will be solely based on the Western release version, the NA version, because the NA version of this game just came out literally around May 27th, which was like less than a month ago, basically not too long ago. It is also out for console for the Xbox. It is not for PS4, unfortunately, for anybody that are PS4 players or anything. But you can play the game using Xbox, so, you know, nothing wrong with that. But the only thing that I don't really like about in PSO2 already is that, like, I don't like how this game, you have to download it or you have to literally play it from the Microsoft Store. I like Microsoft, but I am not a big fan of their, you know, Microsoft Store at all. Like, you know, especially from me, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me on this, especially if you're the one that comes from the Steam, you know, side of games and everything. Steam would have been so much better for this game, in my opinion, and I could go on and on about it and everything, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. The only thing we can say is maybe hope for that to come out for Steam. I don't think so. But again, though, that's kind of like one of the biggest turn-offs about this game, and I'm sure a lot of people already walked away from just hearing Microsoft Store. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel too. So that's exactly how I felt about that. But anyway, basically pretty much, again, though, I haven't been making much content on my YouTube. Before we get started, though, I would just want to say a few things. I've been missing for quite a bit, and the latest, you know, content or video I made was literally about, like, year ago or something, and my channel is about more than 5 years old. It's just that I've been really busy on live streaming on Twitch more than anything, so that's why I have not really been active. And I used to be a known Ion X player, like an X-Ion player, whatever you want to say. Basically a person who used to play Ion, but not anymore. And Ion is basically Ion Online, which is a game from NC West back in the day, a fantasy MMORPG, and pretty much that's where I was really well known for, and that's how my community grew. A majority of it was from that game. But again, I just want to say I'm very sorry for anybody that is hoping to see any more Ion content. That is done and over with, guys. I quit Ion. It is uninstalled, and I don't plan on going back. Again, I just don't have fun on the game anymore, and I'm really bored on the game. So I'm very sorry again for all the old viewers or the old, you know, supporters that supported me in that, and I'm just going to take a step into something different, and now that's why I'm going to be going into PSO2 instead. So, and here we are. But again, even if you are one of my old viewers from back in the day and you did support me from there, I do greatly appreciate it. And if you still support me today, I really am happy from the bottom of my heart. It means more than anything to support somebody or a streamer or a content creator from the beginning. Like I said, guys, it is all, there's always a, you know, always in an ending, there's a beginning. So, and I came such a long way trying to do, you know, streaming and content making on YouTube, and I think I need to do better on the content making on YouTube, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. Other than that, though, I am gonna stop talking about that. I'm gonna jump into the content now. So, and don't worry about it, guys. I'm not gonna be talking as long as I do this for an intro. It's just that I just needed to get that out so people know what's been going on with me. And the last thing is I'm not a big, content maker. So, again, it might be really hard to even come across this video. But if you do, and for some odd reason you decide to come here, I really appreciate all of you guys, especially if you're new here and everything. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, alright, so basically, we're gonna be jumping back into the PSO2 genre category now of what I'm making this content on. Basically, again, this is a guide to help, players from level 1 to 40. Basically, leveling in any game is super important because the more you level, the higher you are, the more options you can do and more things you can unlock by just, going through all of that. And this is hopefully the video to help you get that way. But basically, how I wanted to start off the video is, the first thing I want to talk about that's very important in PSO2 is the client orders. Now, you're probably wondering, like, what is client orders? Is that quest? Well, the answer is yes, you are correct. That does mean quest in this game particularly. It's just that they're called client orders for this game. But yes, they are like quest or tasks that you do from other games that they just have it phrased differently. But in here, client orders is one of the most important things, especially for a beginning player or like a new player, is you want to get those done because like you can get them done and you get like money and you can get EXP and sometimes you can get extra boosts for different things depending on the quest. But basically the client order is very important. Now, what is a client order in PSO2? Well, let me go over here to this lovely NPC, which is Fina. As you see above her head, do you see how she has like a paper blue looking icon above her head? That basically means that this NPC has a client order for you to take or to accept. It is not just one NPC. There's NPCs throughout the whole area and different areas on the map. So each different NPC will give different client orders. It's not the same thing. Each client order, again, is different. They can range from anything from such as killing a specific type of monster, gathering from, in the map areas that you can fish and mine from, or killing a specific boss, anything of that related. And it is super important to do it because, like, when you go into those maps and everything, not only are you getting client orders done, but you're also kind of grinding at the same time. Now, that is also a thing to answer for the people about grinding. If you're already thinking about how grindy is this game or what can I do from grinding. And the thing is, grinding is more than fun in the game, in my opinion, and it is very easy to do. It does not take a lot of time to grind at all, especially when you're doing client orders. You're getting two things done at the same time, so you're literally, killing two birds with one stone, from that saying you can say. But client orders are super important. Make sure that you guys do them. But basically, you go to the NPC, and they have, again, that icon above their head. You go to client orders, and here they have a list of different quests, or you could say client orders you can do in the game, and basically any of these that have a red exclamation mark means that it's ready to be accepted. So you can always click on it, and let's see, this one, defeat Guanata, which is like a certain type of monster, accept. So all you do is do that, and she'll be like, thanks for tackling this. She'll say her thing, all that good stuff. And then you will notice that it turned blue after that. Blue means that it's still in progress and is, ready to be completed at any time. Just do remember that. So sometimes people get confused with the icons. If the icon is lit up green with a check mark, that means that client order is finished. Do keep in mind that when you accept client orders in the game, you can only accept a certain amount of client orders at a time. For me, the maximum client order I can accept is 40 at the same time. And yes, they can be from different NPCs. It doesn't have to be just from the same NPC. But I can't hold no more than 40 client orders. If I try to go past that, I would either have to finish the ones that I have, doing right now, or I would have to abandon or give up, you could say, on the quest. But other than that, though, like, doing these client orders is more than plenty to help leveling, in my opinion, from 1 to 40. You also get Meseta. If you can see, some give different types of amounts of Meseta, some give a different amount of EXP. But nonetheless, the Meseta is the in-game currency. It's the currency that is used in the game. EXP, pretty much straightforward, which is what you need to level your character. But for this video, though, what you want to mainly focus on is that the EXP, the Meseta is like more like a bonus. It comes with it anyway. But since we're talking about leveling here, we're talking more about towards the EXP pathway rather than farming for money. But nonetheless, client orders are still also a good way to make money if you ever go do that. And again, I'm not going to go too much detail into something really specific. Because, like I said, one thing can lead to another, and this video could go on and on and on. I could literally tell you guys everything in the game, but who God knows how long that would be in this video, right? And that's why I'm not going to do that. Another thing I forgot to mention is I will be cutting this into, I'll cut it into pieces. I will be talking about one thing particularly, instead of like throwing 50 things in there, because I know a lot of people that go to YouTube videos or tutorial videos and there's like 50 things they say that you need to do, and then people can't really soak up all that information, so it's very overwhelming. But hopefully, like I said, guys, when you come to mine, you guys don't have to worry about that, so you can basically just pay attention to one thing, and then if you want to know about something else, I'll make more videos doing something else. That being said, though, again, you want to do all those client orders as much as you can. I mean, I would literally stockpile on them, and in my opinion, I would probably check to see if the client order is in the same type of map or same area. The reason for it is because you can get so much done on one map. Sure, you can get all different of client orders, but if they're all from different areas, you gotta keep literally swapping to different areas to get it done. So why not just, pay attention to, one map that has like, what, 5, 6, 7 client orders you can finish at the same time so you can stack those EXPs? You know what I'm saying, guys? So, which in my opinion is the better idea. But don't let that stop you from trying to accept every other client order. I mean, go do them, accept whatever. In my opinion, it's the best way to do that, because if you're a new player, you won't really know what anything is yet. And like you'll be confused on some of the items or what it is, and hopefully though that should not be a problem after you do what I told you to do, is like, just do the client orders and just do them freely, and so you can get used to the game, used to the map, and used to the monsters, because the client orders will always come back. And keep in mind, some client orders you can only do once per like day, once per week or something like that. Some client orders are repeatable, so you can do them over and over and over. So nothing wrong with that. So that is definitely a good reason why you all should do client orders. That's one of the important things you should do for leveling. 100% for sure. Another thing I probably will talk about now is probably the missions that you have. So if you go to your missions and everything, you're going to notice you have main missions, daily missions, weekly missions. So the only difference between client orders and main missions... Okay, basically, let me rephrase that. The only difference between missions and client orders is that missions are mainly for, like, stuff you do daily. So, like, or weekly. Like, example, let's see, one of my dailies is, use a booster of food. So, something like that, basically, I just have to use an EXP booster or food of my choice, and then bam, I can get that done, and I get 40,000 EXP right away. You're gonna notice if you do the main quest as well, like, there's a lot of EXP that can be gained from just doing the missions and everything. And again, these main ones usually are the ones that people usually do, and they're not hard to do. But definitely, though, you want to do your weekly missions, and you want to do your main missions, daily, weekly, also your tire missions. Tire missions is more like a sub thing that you can do, like it's a side thing you can do, but you can do it at any time. You don't have to accept these orders at all. These are all automatic. So, like, basically, when you get this quest, you do not have to literally go to an NPC and talk to it and then turn it in. Whenever you get this done, you can just turn it in straight up right away. It'll say reward. So you just click reward button, you get the EXP and whatever, of course, reward you get with that, either if it's an item or booster, etc. But then again, this is super important. Tire missions are also for the battle pass. in this game. It's called the mission pass, but it's like pretty much a battle pass. If you think of Royale or any games that use battle pass, yes, it is correct. The more you unlock tires, the more you unlock skins and other items, blah blah blah. That, like I said, I don't want to go too deep in the detail about that. That will be for another video. But definitely do all of your, tire missions, all your daily, weekly, and main missions, and your client orders. Other than that, there's only 2 more other things that I highly recommend that will help you out. Maybe 2 to 3, actually. One of them is definitely the emergency quest, also known as the urgent quest. Now, emergency quests, they're like world time boss events that happen, or world events. Basically, they happen every, like, few hours. It depends. Don't worry, though. On the website, there is a schedule set for that. So if you don't if you don't have any idea what time when an urgent quest will start, you can go to the website. You can look at the calendar, and it'll tell you at what time what is what, which is really nice. So in case if, like, you have work or you need to do something, maybe you can try to fit in, like, some room for you to basically, have time to do that. So, which is, really convenient in my opinion. So, but basically, though, urgent quest will be announced every, like, few hours. On the top of the screen, you'll hear an announcer saying something like, announcement, we are preparing a battle with something, or something, blah, blah, blah. It will say something's going on, prepare for battle. Basically, there is 2 phases when that happens. The first phase is just like, oh, a heads up. So that means the urgent quest won't be up yet, but it's more like, oh, hey, heads up, this urgent quest is coming. Everybody prepare for it, or whatever. So whatever you have to do, that's kind of like your break time, I guess, or, your time to kill to wait for an urgent quest. And the way you tell is the urgent quest or the emergency quest, they're both the same thing. Don't get them confused. Emergency, urgent quests are the same thing. Basically, in order to do the emergency and urgent quest, is you talk to this NPC. It can be this one or the other one, Fina, or not Fina, but basically the one that says quest counter. You just go there, and the urgent quest will be above the main quest bar. So, like, you will always see it highlighted in yellow. That means that it is available to join, and like I said, usually when you do, like, emergency urgent quest, you're going in a group with like 12 people. Keep in mind, though, a group cannot hold no more than 4 people. And yes, you can go in there solo. Like, you don't have to go in there with a party, but you'll be grouped in with the other people that accepted the same thing. So, example, I can make a party and make it myself, and I'm the only one in the party, but it will still put me into the same, alliance, I guess you could say, or, well, I don't want to say that, because alliance might be confusing in PSO2, because alliance actually means legion or guild, but basically what I mean is that it will put you in a group of people that are doing the same thing, so you're not doing it alone. So, usually there's a maximum of 12 players per each emergency or urgent quest. So, and you'll always be running with them and doing stuff with all of them, so you'll just follow them around, kill things, and kill certain bosses. It's not that hard, so don't worry about that. But definitely do them, because the EXP and the items you can get from urgent and emergency quest are really nice. The EXP is really, really good, if you ask me, especially if you use like a EXP booster or a tribe booster, or hell, both of them at the same time. And again, Tribe Booster is another booster, except it boosts like 3 things. Boosts your item rare drop rate, and then your Meseta, and EXP, something like that. And then you basically put them together. They do stack. So if I do go to my inventory here, and you will see that it says EXP, the EXP boost ticket, 100%, and the Tribe Boost, they can stack. Keep in mind, they always can stack together, so it'd be really nice, especially if you're grinding and everything. Definitely worth it from killing the monsters, so, really nice, and doing your missions and everything, they'll increase your EXP. Keep in mind, though, the game is very based on party-related more. It's, like, based more on the community rather than solo play. You'll just get more of a bonus EXP boost if you play with real players in a party, but if you're a lone wolf, don't let that stop you. You can still do that alone, it's just that you won't get that EXP boost benefit percentage, but, but you can still do all of that, so, And pretty much the only other two things that I can think of is that there's a thing that you can do at the quest counter, and it's in your main quest tab, and it's the expeditions. So as you see here, that there's different expeditions that you can do. You can choose which one you want to do. Each of them have 4 different tiers of difficulty. That'd be normal, hard, very hard, and super hard. So those are usually the main categories. Always do the one that you can do the higher one. See, like this one says like you need to be level 14 and up, right? But this one says you need to be level 20 and up. So if you're level 20, it doesn't mean that you keep just spamming this normal one. And honestly, because you get more EXP the higher the difficulty you choose. So, and if you're level 20, I would just go for the one, basically do the highest one that you can do that it will offer you. If you're high enough, do it. Don't worry about doing the lower ones. So always go to the higher one. More EXP, you know, more easier. Well, I wouldn't say easier, but like, you know, the monsters will have a little more HP and they do hit a little bit harder. That's the only difference is what I mean. But definitely accept the highest you can and you'll definitely get full 100% EXP. You'll get a nice, good amount of EXP in there. And there's also things that happen in expeditions. Again, expeditions basically means you choose a specific map and its difficulty, and it's like a free roaming map. So other players can join it randomly too, but you can make a party for yourself if you want to solo, or if you want to bring like a couple NPC, you know, members into your party, that's fine too, but you will notice that there's other people that can go in. It's kind of like the open exploration world type map instance thing, you can say. But then again, though, you know, and just because somebody else is in there, it doesn't mean that, like, they steal your EXP or anything. If you're near them, you'll still get the EXP as well for whatever you have, so do not worry about that. But definitely, again, recommend doing all of this. Do the hardest one you can. And there's also random emergency missions that happen in the exploration areas. If you are a person that is from Final Fantasy 14, you're gonna notice that there's things called fates, FATEs, basically a small mini quest type mission thing that you can do where if you do it, then you get the EXP right on the spot. Same thing with PSO2, no different. So, which is really nice as well. And like I said, if you have an EXP boost, it will boost that EXP up as well, which is pretty nice. Other than that, the only last thing that I can tell you guys before I try to end this video, because like I said, I don't want to make it too long. I know this video will probably be maybe about half an hour, or like about, because I'm explaining basically kind of a little, you know, a little bit more, and I had to kind of get that out, what I was explaining earlier about what's going on with my content and everything right now. But the last thing I want to say is that, like, always check this NPC right here, also known as the Title Keeper. Now, what is the Title Keeper? The Title Keeper is the NPC that will always give you different titles depending on what you achieved or what you beat or what you did. You can literally get a title from literally anything you do in the game. Maybe you've reached a certain level, you can get a title. Maybe you go into the casino area and you play a lot of the, let's say, slot machine in there, and you can get a title from that. But the reason why this is important is, like, you're thinking, well, it just only gives you a title, right? And yes, it does give you a title, but that title actually gives you a boost in some certain areas sometimes. And not only that, the most important reason why I say this is because when you talk to the Title Keeper, you're gonna notice, like, when I click on this, right, you see this item right here? When you claim that title, each title will give you a free reward. It can be anything from mats to EXP tickets to exchanging material, anything that you can use to, you know, do other things. But the reason why I think this is important for leveling is because sometimes the NPCs, they give you EXP tickets, like 15,000 EXP tickets for just getting the title. And the only difference between EXP tickets and EXP boosters is that EXP tickets, you can use them instantly. So let's say I got an EXP ticket, right? Gives me 15,000 EXP. All I have to do is go to my inventory, click use, bam, easily. You get 15,000 right away. And they give you them sometimes in stacks of 1, sometimes in stacks of 2, 3, or more, depending on the title. But definitely always check the title counter whenever you can. Check on it every few missions you do, and you know, your client orders and everything. Definitely highly suggest that. Other than that though, like, that is pretty much all that you need to know about leveling from 1 to 40, that is. Like I said, I will make another video, guys, on 40 to 75. I'll probably name it part 2. But definitely I will make that, probably really soon, probably within a few days I make this video, or less than a week, and I will help you all there once you get to 40. But again, this should hopefully help you guys at the beginning, and I hope it does. Again, if you guys have any other questions, please leave in the comment below. I'm gonna also post my Twitch. I do stream live on Twitch, and definitely come by when I'm live. It's easier for me to answer questions there, because, you know, when I'm live, I'm literally in front of you guys, so I can literally answer your questions from chat and everything. But again, though, I would greatly appreciate it, though, if you would leave a subscribe and a like. I definitely would appreciate you if you came this far. A lot if you watched me, and especially if you came to this video. This video is gonna be a little bit hard to throw out there, because again, I'm not a famous, you know, big content maker, so, you know, for people who make new things, it's a bit harder, because, like, it's new, like, there's not much views or anything like that. But hopefully, though, you guys watching this, and everybody that will want to support, it will definitely bring that up, and we definitely can get it out there. And again, I wanted to thank you so much, everybody. This is all I'm going to be talking about in this video today. I will update this soon again. Please stay updated. You can turn the notifications button on if you'd like, or you don't have to, but definitely check it. And you'll see another thing, and then I will go into detail on any other stuff. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. Again, thank you so much, and again, if you spent your time and chose to come to this video, I really appreciate it more than anything, guys. So, like I said, you know, thank you so much, and stay safe out there, everybody. Until next time, I will see you all, and take care, have fun, and stay away from Corona and all the chaos surrounding us right now. And like I said, be safe out there, guys. But until next time, guys, I will see you all in another video, and again, I will see you all for now. So, goodbye and later, and, you know, have fun. That's the most #1 thing. Alright, guys, see you later. Until next time, everybody.